Good afternoon, students. Today I am teaching you types of tariffs. Seventh one, single column tariff. In this type, only one duty is imposed on a commodity. It is a non-discriminatory tariff which is very easy and convenient to impose. Eighth type, double column tariff. In this type, two different rates of duties are imposed on all commodities. Single column tariff, only one duty is imposed on a commodity. Here, two different rates of duties are imposed upon all commodities. Ninth, general and conventional tariff. General tariff refers to the list of tariffs which the government of a country announces in the beginning of the year. Conventional tariffs are based on the trade agreements. These are different for different countries and for different commodities. 10th, maximum and minimum tariff. All the countries impose two tariff rates for importing commodity from different countries. Minimum tariff is imposed by a country which has commercial agreements with that country. And for other countries, maximum tariff rates are imposed. 11th, retaliatory tariff. These tariffs are imposed by one country upon the imports of other country to punish that country for its trade policy which has affected its exports. 12th, countervailing tariff. This is an additional tariff that is imposed on a commodity whose export price is reduced by the other country due to export subsidy. Now, effects of tariffs. Tariffs are mainly imposed to achieve two main objectives, that are to earn revenue and to protect domestic industries. Domestic means our own industries, or we can say home industries. The economist Kindleberger has given the following major effects of tariffs. First one, price effect. And these effects of tariffs are well explained through this diagram. The first one is price effect. When the government imposes tariff upon one particular commodity, naturally its price will increase. Its price increases. Price effect depends upon the nature of demand for a commodity. If the demand is perfectly inelastic, the entire burden will be passed on to the consumers. If the demand is perfectly elastic, the price effect will be less. In the above diagram, after the imposition of tariff, the price is OP2 and P1, P2 is the price effect of tariff. Price is OP2 and P1, P2 is the price effect of tariff. OP2 is the price and P1, P2. This area is the price effect of tariffs. Price effect means when the government is imposing tariff upon one particular commodity, its price increases. That is known as price effect. And this price effect depends upon the elasticity of demand. If the demand is perfectly inelastic, then the entire burden will be upon the consumers. And if the demand is perfectly elastic, then the effect will be opposite. Now the second one, protection effect. One of the main objectives of imposing tariff is to protect the domestic industries from foreign competition. This can be achieved through the imposition of tariff upon imports. When the government imposes tariff upon imported commodity, its price will increase and demand will decrease. Protection effect depends upon the nature of domestic supply. The main aim of protection effect is what? To protect the domestic industries from foreign competition. For this purpose, the government will increase the rate of tariff upon imports. As a result, what happens? Its price increases. Its price will increase and demand will decrease. Protection effect depends upon the nature of domestic supply. If the supply is elastic, the domestic producers will get high price. If the supply is inelastic, supply means production of the commodity. If it is inelastic, protection effect will be zero. In the above diagram, with the imposition of tariff, price increases from OP1 to OP2 and domestic production increases from OQ1 to OQ2. In the above diagram, with the imposition of tariff, the prices increases from OP1 to OP2 and the production increases from OQ1 to OQ2. Thus, Q1, Q2 is the protective effect of tariffs. Q1, Q2 is the protective effect of tariffs. Third one, revenue effect. Imposition of tariff will increase the revenue of the government. Revenue is equal to rate of tariff multiplied by imports. In the above diagram, revenue effect is shown by the shaded area R. You can see here the shaded area R, capital R. This is the revenue effect. And this is arrived or this is obtained as a product of tariff and imports. That is R, revenue effect, is equal to tariff multiplied by imports. That is P1, P2 multiplied by Q2, Q3. P1, P2 multiplied by Q2, Q3. Then we will get this R. R is the revenue effect of tariffs. Next one, consumption effect. That is the fourth effect, consumption effect. Imposition of tariff will decrease the welfare of the consumers in two ways. One side, they have to reduce their consumption. Why? Why the consumers have to reduce their consumption? Because the price of the commodity is more. While on the other side, they have to pay high price. Thus, the consumption effect of tariff is the loss of welfare of the consumers. In the above diagram, the consumer surplus decreases from triangle P1DE1. From triangle P1DE1. This is a triangle P1DE1. And P1D1 to triangle P2DE2. To triangle P2 and DE2. P2 E2D, or we can say P2DE2 or P2E2D. Understand? So, the consumer surplus P2DE2. Hence, the loss of consumer surplus is P1DE1 minus P2DE2. So, D is common here. So, D will go and we will get P1, P2, E2, E1. That is the consumption effect. P1, P2, E2, E1. This is the consumption effect. Consumption effect is the loss of welfare of the consumers. Next one, that is the fourth one, I think. So, fifth point, redistribution effect. The redistribution effect is undesirable as it benefits the producers at the cost of the poor consumers. Thus, it led to widen the gap between rich and the poor. See, or the producers are getting more benefit, and the consumers, they have to pay the high price or they have to reduce their consumption. This has led to what? Widening the gap between rich and the poor, or we can say inequality in the distribution of income will increase. Now, sixth effect, that is competitive effect. Tariff as a protective device might stop all competition from foreign goods. In the absence of competition, domestic producers will not take any serious steps to improve the productive efficiency of their units. If there is no competition, the domestic producers, means our own producers, will not take any modern methods to improve their productive efficiency. So that is the competitive effect. Seventh one, income and employment effect. Tariff imposition will stop the entry of foreign goods in the domestic market, and thus the money that used to spend on foreign goods will now be saved to be spent and invested for the production and consumption of domestic goods. This leads to rising prices and increased employment and increased rewards to domestic factors of production. We can say income and employment increases. That is known as income and employment effect. Income and employment of domestic country will increase. Now, eighth, terms of trade effect. When the domestic country imposes tariff upon its imports, the export of the foreign country will decrease. In order to increase their exports, foreign country will reduce the price of their export. As a result, domestic country will get imported commodity at less price. That is known as terms of trade effect. Now, ninth effect, that is balance of payment effect. When there is deficit in the balance of payment of a domestic country, it will impose high tariff upon the imports, but it may negatively affect the total volume of trade. Hence, it is not advisable. Thank you, students.